What's going on, y'all? Marquise here with MH Capital, and I'm excited because in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my most profitable trade of the week. I want to always continue to provide value to my viewers, and I think showing you guys the trades that actually makes me money and showing you guys how I take setups on the charts is one of the best ways to do that. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I took this trade on Tuesday, February 11th, and before I break down the trade, there's a few things I want to go over really quick. So I trade three main strategies: supply and demand, liquidity grabs, and breakouts. And I like to use those strategies in confluence with one another, and I'll break down what I mean for that in this trade right here. So I hit the charts on Tuesday at 7:30. So let's see where that is. That is right around here. So I hit the charts right here. And as you can see here, gold is in a downtrend. So initially I was looking for sells, and actually I had a supply zone drawn right here around this candle, but price never came back into the zone, so I never ended up taking that trade. But anyways, price was very bearish, and then I noticed that we had a 4-hour demand zone that price tapped into. So let's just jump to the 4-hour really quick. So as we jump to the 4-hour, we see here that we have this demand zone, and we had aggressive buying out of that zone. And this demand zone is nice because it has a valid break of structure here, and it left a gap as well. If you've watched my previous videos, then you know what those two things mean and what I'm saying. But there was a gap here that was left from this 4-hour demand zone. And as price tapped back into it, it gave a clean rejection here. So we see this nice rejection wick candle. And so price tapped back into the 4-hour zone and was rejecting out of it. So jumping back to the 5-minute, after price tapped into the 4-hour demand zone and started to reject out of it, now my bias changed. So now I'm not looking for sells, I'm actually looking for buys, because I believe that buyers have now come in and I can ride the wave with buyers. And so after price continued to push up, we had this really strong candle here that pushed above one of my EMAs, my 13 EMA, which is my momentum indicator. And once price broke above aggressively and gave a strong close, so when I see price breaking above this indicator here, I like to take those trades as well, but I like confluence with them. So I had my breakout trade here, but I also had a demand zone here that price tapped into and rejected out of. So that's what I mean when I say trades or strategies in confluence with one another. Had a demand zone here, and then I took a breakout. So once price broke above and gave a clean close, and then I entered for a buy, and let's see how it played out. Played around for a little bit. Then we had a strong bullish candle here, which was nice. Price tapped the 50 SMA. And then we see here with this candle that we got TP smacked. So wasn't in this trade for too long. And also too, I didn't mention this, but when I entered for buys here, I put my stop loss at the bottom of the candle, and I just target my 1-to-1. So I wasn't in this trade for long by any means. And that's what I mean when I talk about using strategies in confluence with one another. So I had a demand zone here, 4-hour demand zone that price tapped into, rejected out. I waited for my entry that I like to take. And it was a strong close above one of my EMAs, and I got in for buys. Stop loss below that candle, and I just rode price all the way to TP. So that was my trade on Tuesday. So that about wraps it up for this trade. I hope that you guys found some value in it. If you have any questions, definitely leave it down below, and I'd be more than happy to help you. But this is how I see the market, and this is a trade that I took that actually made me money this week. So hopefully you get some value from it, and it can help you guys in the future. But I'll see you guys in the next one.